Alright, my hair is shit, but I have some good trash on your way. Sorry, stuff on my... So, very quickly, everybody knows those little, these plastic, trashy, bleeding ghost face masks, right? Like, you know that these are pretty cheap. Usually they go for like $5 or even $1 if it's like at a thrift store. I got this a couple of years ago because I had nothing to do with money, I guess. Fuck me. And it's pretty beat up. I lost probably the other side that I actually colored with a real weird orange with stuff that I do. So what I thought is, what if you can actually make something of this? Make it worth your money. Sorry, I had to fix the camera. What if you can do something with this and make it worth your money? Even though it's that single buck or $2. Some people usually buy clay and stuff because they want to reproduce the masks themselves. They will sculpt it, they will make it in a certain way. So if the focus keeps fucking up, I can't really do much. I don't know why the autofocus is like this, especially with the lighting. But what I did at first was I'm gonna pour latex inside of this. And stupidly, me caveman, me think it's a shape. Me thinks that this will give the shape to the latex. Wrong. I wasted a bunch of latex for no reason. Because this is plastic and latex takes a fuck ton before it hardens with plastic, so keep that in mind. Anyway, then I thought really recently, essentially yesterday, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna glue this on a piece of plastic. I didn't even glue it, by the way, because I forgot that step. I'm gonna glue this up to the piece of plastic. I'm gonna leave the eyes open because I closed the eye before, and as you can see, there's still residue of the foam that I glued on the inside to make it so that the eyes were closed when I poured the latex inside. So once I did that, I just put 3 layers of plaster, begging to God that it would not either melt the mask or make it crumple and cave in, which actually kind of did. It kind of didn't here on the forehead. It kind of, due to the weight of the plaster, it did kind of indent it, but I don't think it's that much noticeable. In this side, it's kind of misshapen and cracked because of the heat from the plaster, because plaster hardens through a thermal hardening, so it becomes hot. It becomes really hot really quickly. So after that, actually I arrived to my thing. I demoed the little fucker, and this was the result, which is a almost perfect. It's an almost perfect mold. It has some imperfections, but those are due to me be retarded mainly. But there are small bubbles that can be cut easily. There is not much of a rough surface on it, so it's pretty much almost perfect. There's a bubble right here in the forehead. This side here came a little bit thin, but it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to use this many times. I'm going to make another one. I'm going to show you the first result. And it's been a while since I actually casted any masks, so let me go get the little bastard. This is the result. the plastic mask by itself looks like shit. You know, it's hard, it's ugly to see, but this almost looks like one of those Fantastic Faces one. You know, Drown Production talks about them continuously. If you are able to, I don't know, cut this area right here and stitch it or glue it together, when you show the mask itself, it's gonna look exactly like one of those old Fantastic Faces one. I am not joking. I'm really, really impressed. The mold came pretty good. I did have very little latex, and most of it is kind of out of date. So what happened is it started to coagulate in really bad spots, and in some areas it's really light, and you can kind of see the light go through it. But it's not that bad. It didn't even pick up that much, that little dent on the forehead. It did pick the little crack on the side of the eye, but that's more than fine. That's gonna be like, you know, you can keep it as a little indentation. I need to clean it up a little bit more because, you know, there is the edge that is not clear. It's clearly not the same. I kind of need to like fix it up in some spot, and for the rest though, call me surprised, put me down and fuck me in the ass at this point, man, because this, I think it's either this or another one that I will try to make a mold of. This will be the only like ghost face mask that I ever buy, because god damn it, look at this shit. I don't know how an actual Fantastic Face is, if the nose is fully painted or the little nostrils are painted individually. I don't know, how do you see out of them? If you have to cut out the eye too and just put a mesh, or the whole eye is cut out and you put the mesh there. I don't know that. Maybe put it in the comments or something like that. I know that the mouth is not meant to be cut out, but since this is a waste copy, I will test a bunch of stuff, and I will make a little slit here, because I know some models do have it. I don't know if all of them have it, and that little slit is gonna be due to me going to see actually Scream, and I will be going with probably this, because you know, my first Scream mask. This is actually really impressive again, because one of the problems of that other one is that it's really wide. Well, this one you can reshape how you want. Yeah, I can't see shit, but I wanted to show it on a face. Also, to show it on a face should be like this more than anything. So yeah, technically you would need a hood with this one, but I need to do some research on that, because I don't know what material is made. I know the some are made in cotton, and I would like to make a hood that is actually pretty good to see. Maybe make it in cotton, maybe in lycra or nylon, something like that, and make it very close to another one that I really like. I know the robes are gonna be a mess, because I will make a costume of it, but it's gonna be more of a, what you call it, it's gonna be, I don't know, just like a hobo version, you know, like big coat, some trash underneath, like a raincoat or something like that, you know, going for the black and beige, you know, those colors. And I'm gonna use this on the face. Yeah, some spots are really thin. I did not realize that. Probably with weight and use, it's gonna like cave in slowly, but it's gonna be fine. Like this is a beautiful addition. Again, if you're able to like cut this in the exact same way, like you need to follow the cheeks in order to, because they have a shape, and then in that shape you need to just follow it. And you can just pinch it and when you pinch it, it gives the exact same result, which is probably what I'm gonna do for the chin, because this is still ugly to see. I will make something probably to smooth it, to make it so that it becomes roundish in the mold, probably like a press-on thing or something like that, because this is kind of unsightly. But yeah, I wanted to make this little update, this little surprise experiment, because call me stoked. I'm pretty happy with this. This is actually a pretty good. At the end of it is a pretty good mold. It's pretty clean. I need to just take off some of the dust. The air bubbles are all just in the eyes, which is again fine. Actually, oh, you can actually kind of see, can you see how thin in some spots? No, you can't. Anyway, most of the air bubbles are actually inside, which is fine next to the coagulated latex, because it was kind of old latex, so I had to like waste it. So I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna try this. And again, call me surprised. This was a really good test. This was a really good thing. It's a good pour and it's a good sculpt, which I hate to say because the mask that I picked it from it's garbage. I hate it. Well, that was it.